My mom always prided herself on being strong. Even in her 70s, she insisted on carrying her own groceries, climbing stairs without help, and walking every morning like clockwork. But one morning she called me. Her voice was shaky. "Sweetheart, I don't know what's happening. I couldn't get out of bed today. My legs just gave out." She hadn't fallen. She hadn't been sick. And yet, her strength had vanished overnight. At first, we blamed age. Isn't that what we're told? That getting weaker is just part of getting older? But here's the truth no one talks about. Your muscles don't disappear because you're aging. They disappear because your body is starving while you sleep. I know that sounds dramatic, but stay with me. After the age of 60, your body changes in ways you can't see. It starts breaking down your muscles, quietly every night, just to keep your heart beating, your lungs working, your brain alive. And unless you give it the right fuel before bed, it doesn't stop. We're not talking about skipping dinner. Even if you eat well during the day, if you go to sleep without the right kind of nourishment, your body turns to the nearest protein source it can find, your own muscles. That process has a name: catabolism. And here's the kicker. By the time you feel it, it's already been happening for years. Sounds scary? It should be, because this isn't rare. It's normal. It's expected. But what if I told you, you could stop this tonight? Not with pills, not with gym workouts, but with one simple change, something you already have in your kitchen. I'll show you the 8 most powerful foods science has proven can help your body stop muscle loss and even build it while you sleep. Foods that can help you wake up stronger, steadier, and with less pain. Foods that literally feed your muscles while you dream. This isn't a trend. This is clinical nutrition backed by decades of research, and possibly the most important information no one has told you until now. Because if you've been waking up stiffer, slower, or weaker lately, it's not your fault, but it is fixable, and the fix starts tonight. So, ready to meet the first food? Let's start with the question nobody's asking. Why do older adults feel weaker in the morning, even after a full night's sleep? Because sleep alone doesn't restore strength. Recovery requires fuel. You see, while you're sleeping, your body is busy. It's repairing cells, balancing hormones, rebuilding tissue, and yes, trying to preserve muscle. But after the age of 60, something changes. Your body becomes less efficient at doing what it used to. It doesn't absorb protein as well. It doesn't rebuild muscle as quickly. That process has a name: anabolic resistance. Think of it like this. When you were younger, your muscles were like sponges. Give them a bit of protein and they'd soak it right up. But after 60, that sponge hardens. You can still build muscle, but now it takes more effort, more timing, and the right kind of nourishment. And here's the thing that shocks most people. Most of the muscle you lose, it doesn't vanish during the day. It's lost at night while you sleep, especially if you go to bed on an empty stomach. Because when your body runs out of fuel, it starts scavenging. And what does it break down first? Your own muscle tissue. That's why older adults wake up feeling stiff, why balance becomes shaky, why legs feel heavier. It's not just aging, it's silent muscle loss. But it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, clinical nutritionists have discovered that certain foods, when eaten 30 to 60 minutes before bed, can reduce overnight muscle loss by up to 30%. And more than that, some of these foods actually trigger new muscle growth while you sleep. No gym, no pills, just food. Smart food, timed right. So, ready to meet these 8 silent muscle builders? Let's count them down, starting with number 8. Number 8, cottage cheese. Now I know what you're thinking. Cottage cheese? Really? That stuff my grandmother used to eat? Yes, because behind its humble appearance lies a secret weapon: casein protein. Unlike whey, which digests fast and burns out quickly, casein digests slowly, feeding your muscles for 6 to 8 hours straight. Think of it like this. If whey is a spark, casein is a candle. Steady, long-lasting. Exactly what your muscles need during an overnight fast. In one study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, Older adults who ate a small serving of casein before bed saw a 31% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. That's not just prevention, that's growth. While sleeping. How to use it. Half a cup, about 100 grams, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Want to make it tastier? Add some banana slices, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a teaspoon of chia seeds for omega-3s and fiber. Keep it low in sugar and high in impact. Cottage cheese may be old school, but when it comes to preserving strength after 60, it's a quiet powerhouse. Number 7. Hard-boiled eggs. Most people think of eggs as breakfast food, but they're just as powerful before bed, especially for aging bodies. Why? Each egg contains 6 grams of complete protein, packed with all 9 essential amino acids. But the star of the show? Leucine, an amino acid that acts like a light switch, turning on your body's muscle-building machinery. After 60, your body doesn't respond to protein like it used to. You need more of it, and you need it from better sources. Eggs solve that beautifully. In a 2021 study, adults over 60 who ate whole eggs before bed saw a 19% increase in muscle preservation and even higher levels of growth hormone, and they didn't even exercise. How to use it. 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs 30 minutes before bed. Sprinkle on a bit of turmeric or black pepper. Turmeric fights inflammation, and pepper helps your body absorb curcumin. Add a slice of avocado if you want to feel fuller longer. Simple. Affordable. No cooking required once they're prepped. Sometimes the easiest solutions are the most powerful. Number 6. Tuna packed in olive oil. Not your typical bedtime snack, I know. But tuna, especially when packed in olive oil, is one of the most effective ways to fuel your muscles overnight. Why? Tuna is dense in lean protein and packed with leucine, the same muscle-activating amino acid found in eggs. And the olive oil, it slows down digestion, helping your body absorb those amino acids gradually through the night. Think of it like a slow-release capsule for your muscles. In a 20-20 clinical trial, older adults who ate protein combined with healthy fats, like tuna and olive oil, experienced a 34% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. Less soreness, better vitamin D absorption, lower inflammation. How to use it. Half a can of tuna and olive oil paired with whole grain crackers or cucumber slices. Avoid mayo or creamy sauces. They're harder to digest and can mess with sleep quality. And here's the pro tip. Always choose tuna in oil, not water. The oil is the delivery system. This isn't just a snack, it's a strategy. Number 5. Greek yogurt. You've probably heard Greek yogurt is healthy, but what you might not know is why it's especially powerful for adults over 60. Greek yogurt is strained to remove excess sugar and water, leaving behind a thick, high-protein powerhouse. It's packed with casein, calcium, and probiotics, a triple threat for muscle support, digestion, and bone health. In a study published in Frontiers in Nutrition, older adults who consumed high-protein Greek yogurt before bed saw a 26% increase in muscle recovery, plus better energy the next morning. How to use it. Half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add cinnamon, fresh berries, or a teaspoon of chia seeds for extra benefit. Skip the sugary flavors. They can disrupt your sleep and slow muscle recovery. Greek yogurt doesn't just taste good, it works. Number 4. Warm milk with turmeric. Also known as golden milk, this traditional bedtime drink isn't just comforting, it's clinically effective. Why? Milk provides casein protein, tryptophan, calcium, and vitamin D. Turmeric delivers curcumin, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories. Together, they calm the nervous system, reduce joint pain, and support deep muscle recovery. In a 2022 study, older adults who drank protein-enhanced golden milk before bed saw a 32% increase in overnight muscle synthesis and less joint stiffness in the morning. How to use it. Warm up 1 cup of milk, dairy, or protein-fortified plant milk. Add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric and a tiny pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. Optional, a teaspoon of raw honey. It's more than a drink. It's overnight healing in a cup. Number 3. Almond butter. Don't underestimate the power of a spoonful. Almond butter provides plant-based protein, healthy fats, and vitamin E, which supports tissue repair. But here's the secret weapon. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that can accelerate muscle breakdown during sleep. In a 2020 study, older adults who added almond-based fats to their nighttime routine preserved more muscle and had better nitrogen retention, a key marker of muscle repair. How to use it? 1 tablespoon straight from the spoon or on whole grain toast or apple slices. Choose the natural kind, no added sugar or oils. This one's perfect for those with low appetite who still want to protect their strength. Number 2, tart cherry juice. This one surprises people. Tart cherry juice is one of the most evidence-backed nighttime recovery aids available, especially for adults over 50. It's rich in melatonin and anthocyanins, natural compounds that improve sleep, reduce inflammation, and fight oxidative stress. In a 2019 study, adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice before bed reported 33% less soreness, 15% better sleep, and higher melatonin levels. How to use it? 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice. No added sugar. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before sleep. If the taste is too sharp, dilute with a little water. It's not about volume. It's about timing and purity. And now, the number 1 most powerful bedtime food to protect and rebuild muscle after 60. Whey protein shake. You might think whey protein is for bodybuilders, but truth is, older adults need it even more. Why? Whey contains all 9 essential amino acids, including the highest levels of leucine, your body's most direct muscle-building trigger. In a landmark study, adults over 65 who consumed whey protein before bed experienced a 22% increase in overnight muscle synthesis, stronger grip, and improved walking speed, all without lifting a single weight. How to use it? 1 scoop of whey, isolate or hydrolyzed whey for easy digestion, mixed with water or almond milk. Want more flavor? Blend in half a banana, a dash of cinnamon, or a teaspoon of almond butter. Just don't use sugary powders or mass gainer mixes. You want clean protein, nothing more, nothing less. Whey protein is your silent nighttime architect, building your strength while you rest. Now that you've met all 8, what's stopping you from trying just 1 tonight? Because the truth is, if you fuel your body right before bed, your muscles will do what they were made to do: recover, rebuild, and keep you strong for years to come. Now, everything I've told you so far about protein, about muscle loss, about bedtime nutrition, it's all true, but it's only half the story. Because here's what most experts don't say out loud. You don't just lose muscle when you sleep. You lose your independence, that weakness in your legs when you stand up too fast, that little stumble on the stairs, that moment of hesitation before stepping into the shower. Those aren't just signs of aging, they're warnings. Tiny red flags that your foundation is crumbling. Not because of a lack of willpower or exercise, but because your body has been running on empty every single night. And the most heartbreaking part? Most people don't realize it until it's too late, until the fall, until the fracture, until they can't get up on their own. But here's the twist. This isn't inevitable. This isn't your destiny. This is a choice, one you get to make tonight. Because with 1 small change to your bedtime routine, you can shift the trajectory of your health. Not just slow the decline, reverse it. And that brings us to the truth we've been circling from the beginning. Your strength isn't slipping away because of age. It's slipping because no one told you how to feed it. Until now. Ready for the rest of the story? Let's be real for a moment. Losing strength doesn't just mean you're slower. It means the stairs feel longer. The floor feels farther away. And every room in your house starts looking like a potential danger zone. The kitchen becomes a risk. The bathroom? A hazard. Even getting out of bed can feel uncertain. And all of this, the aching knees, the morning stiffness, the quiet fear of falling, it doesn't just steal your mobility, it steals your confidence. You start second-guessing yourself. You turn down invitations. You sit when you used to stand. And before long, your world gets smaller. Not because your heart shrank, but because your muscles did. Here's the sobering truth. After the age of 65, 1 in 4 adults experiences a fall every year, and many never fully recover. Some never walk the same, some never live alone again, all because of slow, silent muscle loss that could have been prevented. But this isn't about fear, it's about urgency, because you still have a choice. Right now, you can't stop time, but you can slow what time takes from you. With one small strategic shift in your bedtime routine, you can give your body what it needs to stay steady, strong, independent. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about muscles, it's about freedom. The freedom to live your life on your terms, to get up when you want, to move without fear, to stay in control of your story. And that freedom, it starts with a fork and a few quiet moments before bed. Let me take you back to where we began. The morning my mom couldn't get out of bed, we thought it was the beginning of the end. But what we didn't realize was that it could also be the beginning of something better. All it took was one small shift, a spoon of cottage cheese, a boiled egg, a cup of warm golden milk. We tried one, then another, and day by day she started waking up stronger, not just in her body but in her spirit. She could feel her strength returning. She started walking farther, laughing louder, living fuller, and now so can you, because this isn't about doing everything, it's about doing one thing. Tonight, pick just one food from the list, only one. Set it out, make it part of your routine, and give your muscles the fuel they've been begging for, quietly every night. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to support it, one bite at a time. And if you're thinking, but I'm too old, but I'm too tired, but what difference will it make? Let me ask you this. What if this small habit becomes the reason you walk without help at 80? The reason you dance at your grandchild's wedding? The reason you stay, you unshaken, unbroken, independent? You are not too late. You are right on time. So I'll leave you with this. What will you choose tonight? Another night of slow decline? Or your first step towards strength? You already know what to do. The only question now is, will you?